Hello and welcome. 8th of May, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's a beautiful sunny day today. The bed behind me was just about empty yesterday. I've since filled it with structures, seeds and plants. Let's go back to yesterday where it all started with the cabbage and cauliflowers. So we've got primo cabbage on this side, all year round cauliflower on that side. Sowed the seeds middle of February. They've been in the greenhouse since then until last week where I brought them out and put them in this cage I built covered with netting. No signs of any nibbles from animals yet. They've got used to a bit of wind, so time to put them out into the plot. So this is the bed the cabbage and cauliflower are going to go into. I've done a bit of weeding, not much needed. Just for context, that is where it is in relation to the rest of the plot. This end of the bed gets very waterlogged, especially in winter, so I'm working on adding emulsion stuff to that to try and improve the soil. So I'll start filling the bed from that end. Whacked a couple of lines of parsnip in there. Don't want the parsnip down this end where it's all wet in winter. The parsnip are going to be in the ground for a lot longer than the cabbage and cauliflowers, which are here, ready to go. So maybe I've squashed them in too tight, but it'll be alright, Held the netting down with tent pegs and put soil over the bottom, so no gaps for any small creature to get in and start eating it, hopefully. So yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I don't normally put cages up, but that's only a little small one, it'll be alright. Well, that looks a lot more level now. Sometimes, just sometimes, a mallet is the best option. So next up, peas. I've already started some in the greenhouse, in the protection of the greenhouse, so they don't get nibbled as soon as they come out of the soil. And these are those peas, sowed the 24th of April, 2 weeks ago. They're starting to come through. I'm going to put some brave souls directly into the soil. I'm going to build some kind of support with some twigs and cane. I'll work it out. It doesn't need much support because they're not the tallest variety of pea. Get the frame ready, get those peas in the soil, ready for a few weeks' time when the peas come out of the greenhouse into the plot. Oh, I'm really pleased with that. Let's have a closer look. The verticals are from a little tree I chopped down that was just in the wrong place. I saved any straight bits of that small tree. As you can see, the side shoots of it are forming nice little shells for the canes that are just weaved between the uprights. No string on that. That is brilliant. It's almost like I spent hours designing it. It's nice when things work out. So while I was in construction mode, I built a couple of quick teepees for my climbing French beans that I've just put directly into the soil. I've planted them all over around there, not just at the base of the cane, so I have to worry about string that they climb up later, but we'll see where they pop up and worry about what they cling on to later. The bed is certainly filling up, isn't it? So it's the 8th of May now. When I went home yesterday, I had a terrible realisation. I had no leeks. Rapid trip to the shop, purchased some leeks. I don't normally sow them direct, normally sow them in little pots and transfer them out later, but time is ticking on in the growing year, so why not? Just put them in the middle. So you will have seen me there treading on the soil. It's one of my pledges this year, not to tread on the soil. Not to tread on the soil. I don't want it all compact here. I trod on the soil, look. I don't normally. I use like wooden boards if I need to tread on the soil to sort of spread the weight. Pretend you didn't see that. I got carried away. Talking about getting carried away. I've almost filled this bed now. So I'm going to whack my sweet corn in again. With sweet corn, like the leeks, I normally sow them in pots or whatever and transfer them out when they're little seedlings, but I can tick off a box if I put them in the ground, can't I? Bed complete, so I'm going to put them in the ground.
Dig. Dave. Dig.
So that's the sweet corn in then. Just remember to plant it in blocks rather than rows because they pollinate each other with the wind. What I'm going to do to finish this bed off then, I've got some sunflowers. Sowed the seeds of these in February. Been in the greenhouse ever since. Apart from the last week they've been outside. Get used to a bit of wind. I've sowed some sunflower seeds directly into a few of the beds last week, but I've got about 5 of these to dot around, add a bit of height and interest. Alright, let's get that into the ground. So the plot is filling up nicely. I've got my main crop of potatoes to put in yet. I've got some pumpkin and squash I've already started at home, so we will soon be full. That's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Click subscribe, send me a comment. See you next time. Cheers.